What about now? There you go. It should work now.
Let us know if you guys can hear.
Yeah, let us know if you guys can hear. I think I got the audio thing down. Acted up kind of funny. think it should be. I think it should be good now. Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been actually meaning to get him back in here, but yeah, I've been the scheduling has been kind of weird.
He said we're good now.
Okay, yeah, I tampered with the setting a
I
little bit.
loved him. I loved his energy.
He's
was
funny. He's a funny ass dude. I've actually I've been meaning I gotta link up with those two again. With
shout out to my vecino.
the vecino, him and his tocayo. Them fools is funny as hell. They're good vibes. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. I don't know how far back the audio cut off. But anyway, yeah. She was explaining. Ale was explaining as to why she believes that love isn't enough.
I lost my train of thought. Want to continue?
Yeah.
Well,
or what in your previous relationship has caused it to fail? What caused
honestly,
it to fail?
I've only had one. It's gonna sound, you guys are not gonna believe me.
I don't believe it already.
But I've only had one serious relationship, and that was with the father of my daughters. I was with him 7 years, and like Ale had explained, sometimes you try to stick through a situation because you are in love, or you think, at least you think you're in love. But as we grew older, we had different mindsets. I wanted one thing and he wanted something different.
Okay.
Also, our relationship was extremely toxic.
Ooh.
Therefore, you try to, I mean, at least in my belief, I try to suck it up as much as I possibly could until I came to the realization that no, like, enough is enough. Like, I love him, I do, but do I want to live like this? Like, is it enough for me to be like, all right, I'm gonna sit through it and I'm gonna suck it out, but for how long? You get me? And that's when I was like, no, like, I have my daughter, and this is not the example that I want to set for her, in terms as to a relationship. Like, it shouldn't be like this. So in my situation, amongst many other reasons, love was definitely just not enough for me. Like, I was like, I love him, and trust me, I heard it really, really bad. But I was like, it's just not enough. And we both came to the mutual agreement that we did love each other. But it just wasn't enough to keep us together. Like, we had so many problems and just a lot going that it just wasn't, it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, it wasn't
enough. It wasn't really something that we were both willing to like hold on to, kind of like fix through.
Would you agree? And this is just a random thought of mine. Would you agree that that's more of like an old school kind of mentality? Like, how back in the days, like at least like the Hispanic generations, like most of them, they want to hold on to their man because of the fact that they're, like, I'm with him through thick and thin, no matter what he does. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of like an old school kind of Hispanic thing. I don't know, maybe in other cultures as well, but.
No, it definitely is, because I feel like as women growing up, coming from, old school households, we're taught to suck it up for the kids, suck it up for our marriage, suck it up for this and that. And we do, and at least, in our situation, we did, but
only enough is enough.
Ya no estamos en esos tiempos, you get me? Like, we're not in those times anymore, and it's like, no, things just aren't the same. I was like, absolutely not. Like, I commend those who can suck it up, but it's not healthy.
It's
not healthy.
At the end of the day, you're kind of sacrificing your time, your health, your life,
your peace of mind too.
Yeah, your peace of mind. Yeah, you're. I think it's a lot to sacrifice just to keep something going. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times it's done and done. It's over and done for a long time ago. But it's just you're just there because of maybe for convenience, for the routine, just because you're used to the person.
Por la costumbre.
Yeah, basically.
La costumbre.
I got J-Los. He says love is never your vecino. He says love is never enough. There's a lot of aspects to a relationship that don't just revolve around love, and that's very true. That's 100% true. I agree with it.
Mi vecino sí sabe.
Yeah, he knows a thing or
Yes,
two
he
about a
sabe.
thing or two, you know. Nomás tiene la cara. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, dog.
His posts on Instagram, though,
That fool gonna beat my ass when he sees
have
me
me
low key.
dying.
Yeah, nah. So, what do you think makes a relationship? What in your opinion would make a relationship last?
Like I said, I'm huge on loyalty. Like, loyalty for me is everything. If
Okay.
I can't trust you and you don't trust me, it's just not gonna work out. Like, if you're not loyal, it's not gonna work out because you can love someone and still do some real fucked up shit. And no, like, absolutely not. No.
Yeah.
Now, if you're loyal to me, then at least, you know, it means you have some sort of respect to me and, you know, you hold back from doing certain things.
You restrain yourself. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Ale?
Definitely loyalty is one of my top um what I look for. Also, not communication, but understanding, being able to understand the other person and not justify your actions, but look at, okay, you know, so if she's telling me this, it's for a reason, and you know, maybe I have to do some changes and just what is it called? When you like
Some sort of understanding. Have some.
yeah, but understand yourself and be like, okay, well,
My sister
I
said
definitely
my mom
do
is
need
watching you. Hi, Mom.
I definitely
What's
do
your
need,
name?
you know.
Maura.
Hi,
Hi,
Mama.
Mom.
How's it going?
¿Qué onda? Después de esto me voy a ir al desmadre.
Damn. Hey, at least you're honest.
She
They,
knows,
they
she knows the daughter
appreciate
she
the honesty.
raised.
Yeah, they appreciate the honesty.
She follows me on Instagram. She be watching
Oh,
everything. She like,
damn.
yeah.
You wild.
No, I mean, honestly, my mom knows how I am, and honestly, like, she knows that when I go out, like, I'm not wild. Like, I don't get crazy. Like, I have restraint, honestly. Like, and at first she didn't believe me, but I do have restraint. Like,
Yeah.
She
I
probably thought
really,
she was
really
like the
do.
worst one in the
Yeah, you
crew.
She
do.
thought I was the worst one, but
Has she met Ale yet?
no.
Oh, okay. So
But she's seen her. She's
Oh,
seen her
damn.
my
Okay.
posts.
Yeah.
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 B Rodriguez says, I agree with the girls. What about me? I mean, I'm not even here. Damn, that's crazy. J Lo says, and I completely agree with my vecina. That was this guy.
But what was the question again?
No, like the question was, what makes a relationship strong? Like, what?
Loyalty, communication, for sure.
I would say patience, understanding, loyalty, and communication.
But because, like she said, communication, like you can communicate with someone and they can listen, but not comprehend
Exactly.
what
Yeah,
you're
but
saying.
then that's a side. Okay, in my opinion, to that is, as long as you did your part by communicating, you can't control whether or not the other person is going to be able to comprehend the information you're giving them or not. You know what I mean? You can basically tell them like, look, this, and that. If they still don't seem to grasp or understand that, that's outside of your control. And my biggest thing is you can only
Exactly.
control you can only control your actions, what you do. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If you did your part and you let it be known such and such, if the other person chooses or can't seem to comprehend or understand, you've done your part. You know what I mean?
That's why it's so important
Yeah.
for it to work.
Yeah.
If it's just one sided, it's not gonna work. One can't put more effort than the
And
other.
the other.
Yeah, I would say also
Yeah.
what about like not necessarily understanding, but more of on the case what's that word I'm looking for? I just had the hugest brain fart right now. It was on the tip of my tongue and I just had it. Man. It'll come back to me. But yeah, being would you say having like establishing not necessarily just a relationship but also a friendship?
Yes.
I think that's a huge plus.
Huge factor.
Because I
People,
think
go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Go.
No, I don't want to go no more. Go ahead. Go. You go ahead.
No, because I feel like people nowadays are so quick to jump into something
Of course.
because, oh, I'm attracted to her or him, or like, oh, we have such a strong connection, or, you know, the energy was right, or whatever the case may be, that you don't get to fully know someone. And in reality, you never get to fully know anyone.
No.
But people are so quick to jump into things nowadays that they skip the friendship part and go straight into a relationship, and that just never works out because you never had the opportunity to establish a friendship, get to know the person.
Mhm.
Yes.
And, when you guys are alone or in a circle or like with family, friends, like whatever the case may be, you don't know them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I
of
think
course, definitely friendship.
I think when it comes down to the whole friendship, and the homie J Los, he actually said it pretty well. If you can't be friends with her, you can't be with her. That's a good thing. I agree with that 100%, because I think if I can't laugh with you,
You
if
should
I
have been
Yes.
here
yeah, he should have low key
for
been
this
here.
topic. You should
If I can't laugh with you, if I can't vibe with you, if I can't share something outside of a relationship setting, like if I could only see you as like, my girl, nah, you gotta be my homegirl too. You gotta be my friend.
Exactly.
I gotta clown with you. You know what I'm saying? Put it this way, and it's gonna sound crazy, but I gotta be able to take a dump while you brush your teeth and just chop it up and talk about jokes. You know what I'm saying? That's gotta
Exactly,
it's gotta be that level of comfort
comfortness.
comfort.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I gotta be able to, talk about your big forehead or something. You know what I'm saying? Without you getting
Not
mad.
the forehead.
You know,
I
just
take that personal.
you take.
too.
Oh
I don't got a
damn.
forehead. I got a five head.
Hey, I'm okay. This is random. This is a random thought, but a lot of girls is coming out with big foreheads now. That's kind of crazy.
No.
That's like no. And I'm not. I didn't even notice until you said it. But
Oh, well,
no, damn, that's
He
crazy.
didn't even be. He didn't even say like no.
No, you don't have. No, it came out
Honestly,
wrong. It came out wrong.
Yeah,
It
he
came out
wasn't like,
wrong.
no, your forehead's not big. He said, I just noticed that.
Nah, I'm just saying. No, the about females having big foreheads. You brought up the foreheads. I brought up the forehead. Damn. See, now I just burnt. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Crazy, dude. I'm gonna see myself out real quick. Damn, Sarai,
Oh, okay, there you
my
go.
sister said, "Leave us alone." Yeah, she got a big ass forehead too. That's queen forehead. Nah, but anyway,
foreheads unite.
y'all put it together and then become a 5 head, or what y'all do?
Yeah.
How does
I'm
that?
already a 5 head.
Your forehead don't even look that big. That's crazy.
Big.
No.
I have a big head.
No, my forehead is bigger than yours. Definitely. Look.
I'm not even gonna comment. I'm not gonna comment. I already said enough. I'm not gonna comment. She said we got a lot on our mind. Jesus Christ. Oh my Lord. Let's change the topic because I'm about to say some crazy shit. Anyway, yeah, you gotta have a friendship. You gotta be able to clown, about the forehead, about stuff like that.
Exactly.
Not only that, but they need to understand if I joke a lot,
Mhm.
and if you can't take my jokes how you say, then I don't know.
Yeah. Call her Jimmy Neutron the way she makes me black. This man is nuts.
I'm trying to see the comments, but
Yeah.
Can't.
Yeah, you
Nah,
can talk
but
about that.
yeah, if you can't look, I'm gonna be honest. If you can't make me laugh, if you can't make me like, but I'm talking about like a solid laugh, like that, that crazy, that awkward laugh, like
Yeah.
I can't, you can't do it. I can't do it. But yeah, friendship is a huge plus, and like Isamar said, people tend to just be like, "Oh yeah, she's cute. I met her on Instagram. Let's date." Like
Oh no, not Instagram.
it's usually on Instagram.
I
now.
know. That's the crazy
You know what I'm saying? That's the
part.
crazy thing. It's usually on Instagram, but it's like I've had a couple of rundowns. Not a couple of rundowns. It sounds kind of crazy, but I've had a couple of run-ins with people that I've met, and women that I've met on Instagram, and I've gone out to eat with them and stuff, trying to see just to see the vibe. See if some. I can't. I can't because it's like they want to jump into relationships. They want to jump
So
into dating
quick.
right away, and I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, I might be a fucking serial killer or something. You don't know me.
Exactly.
I don't know you. You know what I mean? And
I
it's
have,
like
6 different personalities.
yeah, I've had one get upset because she was like, "So when you gonna make me your girl?" I'm like, "You not qualified." You know what I'm
But
saying?
you know
Like,
what?
that's-
I feel like
sorry.
those are people that
They're probably just
don't know how to
lonely.
leave, don't know how to be by themselves.
Yeah.
Like they don't know
Mhm.
how to be alone, and they meet someone and they get excited because they're attracted to you, they like you, and they're like, you know what, like this is the one that I want. I want this one. So they try to kind of jump to things so quickly, but it doesn't work that way. At least in a healthy setting,
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
Yeah,
That way.
because like, so I'm at a point. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm at a point in my life when I'm just like, if I see a woman that's attractive, I just be like, damn, she's bad, and I just keep it pushing. I don't even bother no more because I'm like, I might be attracted to you physically, but I don't know what's up here. You know what I mean? I don't know what you about. A lot of times especially nowadays, I don't really like shooting my shot anyway because the first thing most women do is like, ew, you're being creepy. It's like, I don't even like complimenting women anymore, to be honest with you. Like to me, be actually be like, hey, like I had this one chick dog me because I called her beautiful one time at a McDonald's drive-through. I'm like,
Wow.
girl, I'm not even trying to. I'm just genuinely telling you, you're beautiful. I'm sorry. Like, I won't say it again. I apologize. You know, I felt like an asshole saying it. So I'm like, you know what? That shit's got to stop. I'm not doing that shit no more.
My vecino said dating has become a luxury like getting married nowadays. It is so true.
Yeah.
It's so rare.
You gotta
like,
pick and choose. You gotta pick and choose who you. Who,
It's rough out
you
here.
gotta pick exactly. You gotta pick and
so-
choose who you give your
it's a
energy to
cold
because this is
world
crazy.
out
So
here.
rough
There's
out here.
way too many leeches out here. This shit
Way
is
too many.
because all they want to do, in my opinion, is they just want to feed off your energy. They see you having a great vibe. They see you have a good energy, and they want it. They need it. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm just single.
The better. That's
Yep.
just out to
These
the
men
people.
don't deserve me, honestly.
You know what I'm saying? That's do you, boo boo. You know what I mean? I'm gonna
Seriously, no, like
Sometimes I don't respond like when people when I have guys message me on Instagram, I'll be like, I don't think the love of my life is I'm gonna find on Instagram.
No, and that's okay.
You know?
I love that you brought that up. You also got to pay attention to the setting you're at. You know, like how you meet. People don't meet each other like they used to genuinely. Like
Yeah.
you don't meet people. Half of the time, people on the streets don't even talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
that's the thing though. It's hard to meet someone outside because nowadays it's like so rare for a guy to come up to a girl nowadays.
Because and like I just said, because now
Yep.
everything is just everything's like so
Social media.
weird now.
Yeah, social
know?
media. It's
People
just,
know how to spit
Mhm.
games behind a screen, but when it comes down to face, is their
yeah, it's not
communication
there.
skills ain't there no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I always like the hey shawty, how you doing? Or hey, damn mama, how you look? You know, it's like whoa. But then in person they don't say that kind of things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It sounds
real
good.
bold
Yeah, it sounds
on
good.
social media, but
Yeah. Say some names, call them out. Fuck it. I'm here. I'm just playing. Don't do that. I'm just playing.
no, because I had an encounter once. Oh, he was bold.
Really?
He was bold. I was with my friend. We were outside the club waiting to get in. So we
Mhm.
had some friends that knew us there. And this is the first time I had shared it on my story too. First time I ever hear this. He came strong. I give it to him. He was like, "Oh, what's up, shorty? Looking like a ripe apple." And we were all like, "A what?
ripe apple?
Like a ripe apple?" And we were like, "We don't think. I don't know if I should
How,
be
Sway?
offended or like
Yeah.
what's going on." And he was like, "You just look scrumptious." And I was like,
Hey yo.
"Okay." And I
That's
was like,
kinda wild.
"That's the pickup line nowadays. We're looking ripe like apples." I was like,
That's
"Okay,
wild.
if that works for you."
I mean, I don't like ripe apple.
I was like, "I'll give it
I
to
don't
you
even
though.
like
Like
apples.
you're bold. You came up to us and you talked to us. Like other people just
Yeah.
there."
To
So,
be able
Apples get all
to
smushy.
do they? I've never had a smushy apple.
wow. So
They
he
get
called us
brown and
smushy.
smushy. That's why I'm like,
Wow.
I think like I mean if it
I
gets
didn't
like
think of it
if
that
you
way,
drop it or
but-
like you smack it or something. I mean like if it has like some sort of impact, right? Or unless it's getting spoiled. I mean I've never had a mushy apple.
oh yeah. Okay, so what's the difference between ripe and
I have no idea. I should go look for him and ask
You should
him.
ask him. Yes,
I
that's
should go
perfect.
look for him and
yes.
ask him.
Hey, what did you
I'll go
mean by
stand-
that?
I'm gonna go stand outside of Mambo.
What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean? Just, where it was Mambo?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
If you
that's
guys have
why.
been to Mambo's, you guys know the vibe.
I've been
I've
there
never
once
been.
You
only.
guys
gonna have to
know. No, don't go.
No?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna stay
The
home.
night that I went was pretty dead.
It's a cool place. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of the females there are very stuck up.
That's
and
usually everywhere though.
The men,
That's everywhere.
but this is
That's everywhere.
the men are very
No-
wanna be flashy.
oh,
I don't explain.
that's the alcohol. That's the
Like
alcohol.
wanna be chaka.
Yeah, well, that's the alcohol. That's literally what I mean. It just gives you liquid confidence. It's just like You know what I mean?
Good
That's
thing I'm
alcohol.
the same way online like I am in person. Absolutely.
that dude's a fool. He's a
Oh
troll.
my
I love
God.
it. He's a troll. The way he is in person is exactly how he is online. He's a troll.
He said, I told the girl in Detroit that me la iba a robar como en mi rancho, and she got mad excited.
Hey, and speaking of that, there's some wild pickup lines that actually do tend to work. I was looking at one earlier. It's a little bit inappropriate for me to say, but I'll show it to you guys. I'll look for it again. I'll screenshot and I'll send it to you. That's kind of wild. Anyway, what are the 4 things that you seek or is a must-have for you to be able to make love work?
I'm at a point in my life where it's just hard.
Fellas, if you're watching this, take some notes. She's about to lay down the blueprints right now.
All right, so for sure, loyalty. Like, you have to be loyal
That's
to
hard
me
as fuck now.
because honestly, my friends can tell you, and like people that I'm genuinely like close to like this, I'm an extremely loyal person. Like, I give too much, and I honestly, you would never have to question my loyalty. Like, it just gets down to that line. Like, you would never have to question my
Mm-hmm.
loyalty. So if I'm giving you something, I expect the same in return.
Fair enough.
If I'm loyal to you to the wheels fall off, like I expect the same in return. Another thing would have to be communication. Honestly, communication is huge for me because since I have had past relation, like my past relationship, and you know, a year, 2 years ago, I was in this situationship, I guess if you want to call it.
Oh,
Um, we didn't have communication, so the communication was not there, and I'm a huge overthinker.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my toxic traits. I'm an overthinker for sure. So when it comes down to communicating, I need it. Like, I need it. It's not even a want, it's a need. Um I'm not saying you have to sit there and, text me 24/7 about what it is that you're doing or what you got going on, but at least be able to communicate with me
Yeah.
about serious topics as well. Like, don't try to just brush it under the rug. Like, we can talk about it. We can speak like adults and come to a conclusion.
okay.
Um, Another thing would have to be stability. And I don't mean it in a financial way. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, like if I have a job and I have my car and I have this, and
Gotta
you
at
should
least
be able to
match it.
yeah, exactly. Like, you should at least be able to match it. I don't want you trying to date me and then be like, "Come pick me up." No, sir. No.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Um, but I
Hey, come
mean,
scoop your boy up real quick.
right? Like, I mean
But
stability.
I got what? Well, okay, so what if he tells you, "Hey, let's go to dinner. I'm buying, but you got to pick me up." What about that?
Like, it just
That's where
depends.
compromise comes into play, though.
Exactly. It depends. Like, it depends. If he's like, I'm buying, whatever the case may be, I'm tired. I don't feel like driving. Whatever it is, then I'll be
Mm-hmm.
like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. First date though, I don't know how I would feel about that.
That would be kind of weird, though. I mean,
Like,
me
come
being a
pick me
dude,
up.
like, hey, girl, let me take you out, but you got to scoop me up.
Yeah.
Like,
First date, I don't think that's something I would be okay with. But let's say second, third date, like, hey, come pick me up, whatever. All right, cool. Like you said, compromise. Um,
okay, so just so we're clear, first date, he don't got a whip. It's a no.
Just because you see, it's hard because, like, let's say
No, 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 no,
no,
no. Down
honestly,
straight to the
it
straight to the
no.
down and dirty.
Listen, it's hard because if I really like this person, and
Love is blind.
like, let's say I met this person dancing or whatever the case may be, and the next day he's like, hey, like, I planned a date for us, like, let's go here this time, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, but like, I don't have a car for whatever reason. You think you can pick me
Scoop
up if
me up.
it's
Yeah.
on the way? Then I probably would.
What if
honestly,
it's not on the way?
I think I would probably go out of my way. Like, if I really like you, that's my problem. And when I like someone,
Yeah.
I'm such a dummy, honestly.
I think we all are, though.
Like,
I think that's just the nature of the beast. When you like somebody, you just do some dumb shit.
yeah, I think I would. No, I know I would. But if it's someone that's just asking me out like that, like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
let's go on a date, but pick me up, no.
So there has to be some
Yeah.
sort of actual connection, some
Yeah,
actual
like,
like
other than
interest,
that-
other than just first date. Let's go out.
Yeah,
pick me up.
no.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
yeah. Bike riding.
Well, for me, she got to have her toes done. No, I'm just playing. It's kind
Of course.
of just playing. What about you, Ellen?
Um.
4 things. Not
6 feet tall.
Damn.
Head.
Damn.
So yeah, loyalty is, but I feel like I always say it, and even with people that I just I conversate with, I'm like, loyalty is a big thing to me, and you just have so much disappointment. So at this point, because it's so hard to ask for loyalty, I just ask to be in the same page with you. Just communicate with me about certain things. We could be on the same page, and if you're honest about it, I mean, just tell me the truth as it is. I know if I'm gonna continue it or entertain it or not, and Just be on the same
Yes.
page, honestly. What was the question?
The four things
things.
that you would seek in.
In a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that just be on the same page. Another thing would be respect. Um just because I say respect because yes, we can joke around. Yes, we can but just I don't know, like there's certain things that are not okay, like saying calling each other like, oh, you're fucking stupid. Like, little things like that because then it creates bigger disrespect down the line. So respect through it at all.
So the forehead is off limits, or
No, no, no,
that's
that's
still in it.
funny.
Okay, okay,
I'll
cool, cool,
laugh.
cool.
I'll roast you back. But I'm just saying,
Damn,
like,
that.
like certain vocabulary, like
Name calling.
name
Yeah.
calling,
And,
yeah, and
Yeah, because it just opens the doorway to more
to more,
disrespect.
yes.
Yeah.
And because I did come from a relationship with domestic violence,
Oh,
I'm just like no. Words leads to no, just no.
yeah.
Another thing. Let's see. To keep reading the question.
Just, that's all right. No worries.
It's my first time, so I'm
That's all
nervous.
good. No, no
You know?
worries.
So,
I understand that.
okay.
100%. Most people are
What
like that too, so don't even
What
worry
are the
about it.
four things?
Just hurry up. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Time is ticking.
She's like, you're not making this shit any easier, bro.
Okay. Else.
I'm gonna read Jay's for the meantime. He
Yeah.
said, needs to be kind-hearted for one, needs to be loyal,
Okay.
needs to be both understanding and able to comprehend, because not a lot of people are like that. And most importantly, honesty, because I'm honest to a fault.
I didn't understand the last part. That man's nuts. What he needs is English lessons. No, I'm just playing.
I love him.
I love him
swear.
too.
Like,
I fuck with him
met
pretty heavy.
Once, and
That's the only reason why I troll with him, because I fuck with him pretty
he had
heavy.
me laughing the whole night.
Nah, but for me, it would have to be, I want to say, you'd have to have patience because I'm a real hard headed dude. You have to have patience.
Ladies,
Yeah,
Take
patience, because I'm a man of patience. I could honestly say that I have pretty good patience, but it would have to be patience. Um, pretty smile, big boot. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Nah, but patience, communication, and I'm talking about the communication. Like, let me know what you're doing. I don't give a fuck if you're out with the homegirls. Just let me know what you're doing and what time you plan on being back. You know what I mean? That's about it. Do your thing. Just let me know what time you're coming back. You know?
Yeah.
And I might be knocked out by that time, but it's all good. Don't even trip. You know what I'm saying? And respect towards her and obviously towards me. You know, like if you know something that you're doing is going to disrespect me as your partner, that's a no. That's a no for sure. Same thing. If you know that something I'm doing isn't respecting you, let me know. You know what I'm saying? And probably, as crazy as it sounds, I would have to say you got to have your shit together too. You know what I mean? Like I'm not your dad. I'm not your father. I'm not here to hold your hand through anything. I'm here to help you build if that's what you're looking for. But I'm not here to give you everything without you giving.
babysit
Yeah,
you.
nah. You have to bring something. You have to be able to add some sort of value to my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't just be the one, I guess you can say, babysitting you, holding your hand through everything. Nah, I mean I can if I really wanted to. That would
That's
be my
draining.
that would be my role as, let's say, your man, your provider and everything, But you gotta have something that brings value to yourself towards me, you know?
But even if someone is like, let's say, even if a man is the sole provider, I feel like a female should still have something
Going
to
on for herself.
bring,
Yes.
like
Yeah, of course.
something. Like,
Of course. A lot of times, in my opinion, most relationships don't work out because one or the other ends up getting overworked or stretches themselves out to the point that they're just like, fuck, this shit's one-sided. You have to be able to find some way or the other to be able to reciprocate it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's something simple like, oh, my man works all day, I'm gonna make sure he comes home to a clean house. Or same thing, oh, my wife cooked dinner today. Let me wash the dishes. Shit like that.
Yeah.
Some sort of understanding like that. It don't gotta be no crazy like my husband made 200,000 this year. I gotta make 5. Like, nah, not even that. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
babe, oh, don't trip, babe. I got this dinner. Simple shit like that. Be able to bring something, reciprocate it, show your appreciation, just how you like to be appreciated.
make
And that's the
their
thing.
life smoother, just how they're hoping. I mean, I feel like that's what it is in a relationship. You need to find someone who makes your life smoother and doesn't add stress or
Yeah,
bumps
Yeah,
to the road. Like,
honestly.
obviously there is gonna be bumps in the
of course.
road. Every relationship isn't perfect, but you should be with someone who, you come to with a problem and should be able to help you fix it. Like, or just in general, just help make the ride a lot smoother. You
Yeah.
don't want to be having all kinds of issues and then your partner be one of those issues. You get me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a red flag right
Honestly, I say that if you're not going to help me, that's fine. Don't help me. Like you say, at the end of the day, we have to have our shit together as a woman, as a mom, whatever.
there.
But it's like, if you're not going to help me, that's fine, but don't add to my problems.
I feel like that's one of the hardest things dating as a single parent, actually. That, I mean, at least I feel like maybe for us in our case,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to, date around because I feel like men, since we do have kids, tend to think in their heads that we're looking for someone to become sole provider or, take on the
Responsibility.
daddy
Mhm.
role
Yeah.
and do all of this. And it's like, no, like as a mom, I'm not going to waste my time dating. Honestly, that's just one thing. I don't have time to waste.
Yeah.
Bottom line. But if I am investing time in you, it's not because I need you to take care of me and my daughters. Um, but if you're going to invest your time in me, it's because you're going to make it smoother for me down the line.
Yeah.
I mean, the girls have their dad and he's never going to be replaced. He's there.
Yeah.
But don't come and add stress onto me because of whatever you got going on or
Mm-hmm.
your insecurities or whatever the case may be. Like,
What do they? I just read this shit the other day too. It's like there's a post that what do they say? It's my kids ain't looking for a daddy. I am or some shit like that.
that's true.
Hey fellas, write that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Take some notes.
They're
Not-
not. They're not. They're not.
They're not.
They're not.
So they're not, but I am. You know
But
what I mean?
I might. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go. See,
It was a
Brett, fellas.
joke.
It was a little joke.
It's a
Nah,
little
but
joke. It's a little joke.
that's
Nah,
true.
but- No,
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding, but I'm true. I'm
kidding,
being
but I'm
truthful.
kidding.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Mom,
fellas.
sorry, mom.
Hey, bro, that's right, huh? Her mom is watching
Sorry,
this.
Mom.
Wow.
She
She-
says I need to find a husband, so that's what
Oh.
I'm trying to do.
She's working it out. Don't worry about it. You.
I'm
you-
working on
you
it.
baby
Ma'am.
steps, baby
Baby
steps. You
steps.
know.
She
I
says
like-
she's tired of seeing me single.
Oh, really?
Yeah, can
I
you
think-
believe it?
Nah, I think all parents say that. They want you to be. I mean, they all want. They want the wedding, the the
Yeah.
husband, the wife thing. You know.
Well,
Um,
you have been single for a while, and that's why.
I have, but it's because going back to what we're saying, like I don't like to invest my time and energy and all this into someone that doesn't reciprocate what it is that I
Yeah.
bring into the table. Like if
100%.
I don't like your mindset and I don't like the way you think and I don't like your energy or whatever the case may be, I'm not gonna invest time in you.
Oh my
Like,
God.
it's just that simple. So
J Lo's comment. I'm sorry, but he said I already got my stepdad application filled out. That man is nuts. That man is nuts. That guy is a demon. Nah, but yeah, it's true. You especially okay. So that brings into my next question. That is, do you believe that it is possible to find those things in today's dating pool, today's society, the way that things are today? I don't think
No.
so.
No. That
Mm-mm.
explains why we're all single and we've been single
Yeah.
so long, honestly. No.
Why do you think it's so hard to find? What do you blame? What would you think it would be the reason? for it?
Honestly, I blame social media a lot because I feel like men and women, I'm not going to just say men, but men and women nowadays think that it's so easy to just jump from one person to another
Yes.
person because social media has made it crazy to just become available like that. Like
Mhm.
you think I'm going to just slide through here and let's kick it, let's hang out. Like men don't take the time anymore to get to know someone and like be attentive, like let's go on a date, let's go on a proper date and get to know each other. Like everything is so based on social media nowadays
You
that
just gotta like 10 pictures, and then the person
Literally,
thinks you're interested, and
literally,
then this and that.
like swipe up on a story and
Yeah.
react and like that's it. And it's like
Hard eye this shit real quick. Oh, she knows I
Literally.
want it. You know what I mean?
she knows she
Mhm.
knows. I'm
Yeah.
gonna like 3 and then she's gonna like 3 back and you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, so
Yeah.
I like 3. She likes 3. He likes 3. It's like, no,
Exactly.
no, that's
So
crazy.
I
That's
just-
it's crazy because that's literally what it is now.
It is.
How would I know though? I'm just.
How would you know?
I'm just. A friend told me. You know what I mean? I heard
Coming
it
from
from
a
somebody.
friend.
Yeah.
But also, like, I feel like being in a relationship with somebody and then you go on Instagram and you're like, okay, well, look, this person is more, está más, she has a better body than my girlfriend, like, oh,
prettier.
She's prettier. Like, I
No.
feel like now it's more about looks.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of options online on your phone. I mean, you compare,
Temptation. Temptations.
exactly.
Social media has made it
Temptation,
so easy
Temptation.
to think you have options and that the
Mhm.
grass is greener on the other
on
side.
the other side.
Because that's what everybody wants you to see. Everybody on social media is going to
Honestly.
post you're beautiful, that everybody's having a great time. This and that.
Mhm.
They're not going to post their everyday struggles. Their
Yeah.
That's what I was.
We're
that's
just
usually what
talking
it
about
is.
that
I
too.
promise you, we were just talking about it on our way over here.
Yeah.
I'm that
Yes.
kind of
I
guy.
was
I'm that
like-
kind of guy. You see that? I'm just.
It was like
that's
it's
just what I
crazy
do.
because I was like,
Yeah.
I'm over here. I've been posting for the last couple of days. I mean, you guys watch my stories.
Mhm.
That like I mean, for the most part, I post quotes or whatever.
Mhm.
But I post that we're like hee hawing like all over the place, and
Yes.
I'm having a blast. But I was telling her, I was like, it's crazy. I was like, because little do they know behind camera, like
I'm
I've been
going through some shit.
having a
Yeah.
rough time since November. Like I've been
Yeah.
going through some real life shit to the point where I've been extremely depressed. I was like, but people on social media
They don't have no
wouldn't
clue.
they have no
clue, yeah.
clue because of the stuff that I post. And I was like, and it's crazy. I was like, because I was like, social media, I was like, it's such a fucking front.
Yeah.
That's all
I
it
was
is.
like, it's such a
Because
front.
Looking at our profiles, like sharing our, the things that we share, the stories that we post, the videos we post, and then if they would see our group chat,
It's fucking
Right?
sad. Like
Yeah.
we're 4 depressed as yeah. It's
not.
like
It's funny how we have so much shit going on, but
Kinda
we're
wild.
like, how are you? We're alive. We're still
we're
here.
literally like
Yeah.
We're sinking, but we're above
Yeah.
water. You know what I mean?
literally like
We're treading water in this
Mhm.
motherfucker.
we were having that
We're
conversation
like, but
today too.
estamos con
Like,
toda la actitud
like
because
we're all going through it, and I was
Mhm.
like, and like I said, like emotionally, we've been tapped out,
Mhm.
all of us. I was like, but we're still here. Like
Yeah.
we're still here. Y pues, que sea la voluntad de Dios. Like
Yeah.
que sea lo que Dios quiera.
Yeah,
'cause-
but it's because I mean, like I said, like you said, actually, social media. Yeah, it is a front. People only show you their achievements, their, what they want you to see. I mean, and in reality, most people don't live the life that they live that they front on social media, and that has a lot to do with it with today's dating pool because people expect to see what you put out on social media.
Mhm.
Like, like
Seriously.
on social media, you might see this. Let's go back to catfishing. You might see this dime piece. She looks gorgeous.
We're
Hey,
trying to
let's
say we're
link up.
catfishes?
No, not at all.
Are we?
See, this
Are we
I did
catfishes?
not say that. Don't put that on me. Nah, like you're not catfishes, by the way. Let's just make that clear.
Thank you.
No, but as in like, you make me lose my train of thought.
He's like, that
I'm
five
sorry.
though, I don't know.
No. As in, like, you meet the person and then you're like, hey, this is not the person. This is not the attitude I see in social media. It's not the person it's not the facade that you put on social media. And it's like, I don't even want to date people nowadays. 'Cause I'm like, yeah, you look cool and everything. I guess you look good, but
What's up here?
yeah, I don't know what's up there. What's up?
Like-
What did J-Lo say? He's like, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. I think it's more like finding a needle in a stack of needles, bro.
He said, a piece of advice to you ladies and gentlemen in the chat: get your passports and find the love of your life in another country.
Hey, bro, that's.
Amen.
dog.
Because mine's is not in LA, that's for sure.
I've been telling between us, between everybody watching, I've been saying that I'm gonna go to like Colombia or like Italy and something, and then just like get married in.
Find yourself a wife out there.
Yeah, a couple of wives. Fuck it. I don't. It is
You
what it
do
is.
you.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, just at
Do
that
what you
point, it's
gotta
like
do.
might as well. But yeah, you can't. The dating pool is horrible. You're not gonna find, at least in this point in time, with the pool of eligibles, you're not gonna.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
no. It's
Just
hard to find
stack your
someone
bread.
with
Stack
your
your bread,
same
focus on
mentality
you.
and values.
That's
Extremely
There's
hard.
too much goddamn layers out here.
Too many.
Too
damn.
many.
Damn. She ain't lying though. She ain't
I-
lying. She ain't
That
lying.
one
That's,
came straight out of the chest. I said it with
yeah,
my
No,
chest.
it
it's
was.
true.
You know what it was. I know you meant
Yeah.
it because it rolled off the tongue so well. You weren't hesitating. It was so quick. You know how earlier you were nervous to read the question, and it just came out so smoothly right now. So I know you felt that last part.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Nah, but
And
yeah.
people who take advantage of your kindness.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Because
That's what I'm saying. It's leeches. They want to. They
let
want.
me
They want to get your
tell
energy.
you, and I'm gonna tell the world too. I mean, whoever's on here and whoever watches this, last year was not my year at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's probably one of the biggest reasons why I have closed off this year,
Mhm.
because I tried to give 101% to this person, and
Fumbled.
all they do is just take advantage. Mind you, I mean, I'm not even embarrassed to say it anymore because he milked the fuck out of me. But I was taking care of his kid. I was cooking, cleaning. I furnished his home. I helped him get his son back. I did
Damn.
so
Mm-hmm.
much for this person. So much. Like, it's crazy. So much. His son was literally like my kid. Everywhere I had my daughters, I would have him. Whatever I would get my daughters, I would get for him. Like, there was no,
No difference. No.
literally no difference. And in the end, just to get cheated on.
Damn.
Like, I did
Yeah.
all of this for what? And this is a person that claimed up and down that he was the most honest and he had nothing to lie about, and he was upfront and he was blunt and he wasn't scared to hurt my feelings. And all of it for what? Like, that's why, like,
I love it when they say, I'm not like I'm not
Like
like
the rest
the
of those
rest
guys.
you're
of
worse.
them. You've never dealt with a man.
I said it so smooth too, like I was lying and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And she
Hate it.
says yeah, like these
My-
motherfuckers the same.
I hate it out here.
My last what do I call what did I go through? What
Situation.
yes, that
That was
okay.
a situationship too. That's the
Yeah,
sad
so
part.
pretty much he was like talking to me at the club, whatever. He was in my
That was
ear.
a red flag.
You
met
know,
him at a
that's what I
club?
told her. We're not finding the love
No,
of our life
at all.
at the club.
But-
I just
Never
called it.
again.
No, you're
So
not.
he was in my ear and he
Ladies,
was like, "Oh,
He's not at the club.
he was just spitting game, right?" And I was like, "Listen, I was like, I only look for one thing because whatever financially, like, I got my own thing going on. Like all I asked for is loyalty. That's it." I still remember his words. He was like, he's like, exactly that part. That's what I'm looking for, like fitting his game. If I would tell you what this man did, no.
The complete
no.
opposite.
And I still told him, I was like, listen, I'm not rushing into anything. I just recently split up with my 10+ year relationship. Like, honestly, I'm not rushing into anything. We can be on the same page. You want to mess around? I don't want to mess around. I'm just probably going to be like, okay, bye. It's cool.
Mhm.
You do what you got to do. But let's be on the same page. He was like, no, made it official. He would
Oh, he
do
was in
everything.
there.
Like, on the other side, people would be like, wow, like, he does, really like her. And I mean, he would, those Ramos Buchones and like, oh, we went to Vegas together, my birthday, and like things like that,
Mhm.
only to turn out that when we came back from Vegas, it was bad. I was just like, I cannot believe it because you made me feel some type of way and you just
You're
straight
not
up
it.
lied. Like, I've been living a lie. It was just so yeah. So pretty much his nickname
most men
is
would do that.
4K because he was caught on 4K. Yeah.
Damn. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to find this out, but I'm gonna have to find this out off
Yeah.
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
cameras.
Off
You know what I
camera.
mean?
Yeah.
So let's just say this. In conclusion, what would you guys summing up? Do you think love could be enough? No.
Absolutely
No.
not.
no.
And let's just and say that a little louder for the ladies that actually are in the situation where they still believe said, that it's enough.
No, it's not.
It's not, my love. I promise you, there's better. It's
Yeah.
not. You might think it's enough. And all I can say is at the end of the day, it's going to just drain you. You're going to lose yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to lose all types of hope, motivation,
many years of your life.
many
Exactly,
years of your
many.
life for something that just isn't gonna work out.
Mhm.
Like I promise you, it's not gonna work out. Like love just is not enough to keep something together, something strong, and something to keep going. Not
Yep.
worth it. Use that and invest it in yourself instead.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Take that energy and put it somewhere
Yep.
else. Apply it somewhere else.
Exactly.
Somewhere else that'll actually reap you some sort of benefit for yourself, for your kids, whether that's
Whatever
the situation
case
too.
may be.
But as long as it's for you, you know. And with that, I'm gonna have to cut this. I'm gonna have to cut this off right now. I will tell you guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I appreciate Isamar and Alad for coming in today.
Thank you for having
Rose was
us.
supposed to be in here too, but I'm gonna have to. That boy's gonna get beat ass. Isamar, for next time, I'm gonna get your vecino in here, so
Please do.
we're gonna reconnect again. You know what I mean?
Please do. Because
Hopefully, he wants to tap in with us.
Yeah. He has a
And
lot of good things to say.
love him. You
He
would
does.
really like
He
him.
does.
Yeah.
He's a good energy. He's a good vibe. He's dope. I fuck with him pretty heavy. But on that, thank you guys. We're gonna be on again
Bye.
next week. I appreciate you guys. Much love.